the season to be jolly.
It is.
Fa la 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 la.
Yeah.
La la la.
Right.
Anyways, welcome to this special Christmas edition of the Fusion Media Hub.
The place for all the modern and retro gaming reviews.
And festive YouTube video reviews on the web. I am, as you all know, Jerry Kunath.
And I, Joshua Tyler.
And here we are in the chilling but festive
Yes.
Fusion Media special. You see we got our little Christmas tree.
It's beautiful.
And we really, for this week's game, we really couldn't find anything Christmas themed per se, but we want to have something that has to do with the season, you know, snow, cold.
Right.
So
Something that fits.
exactly, at least something that matches the season. So let's throw it over to you to find out what this special Christmas edition video game is.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Hey guys, so without further ado, let's go on to our game. And our game of this week is finally a retro one. We haven't done one for a while. It's an N64 game, so basically means it's good. And it's snowboarding, which means hell yeah. You may know what I mean by now. Very well known Nintendo 64 game, 1080 snowboarding. So I'm not going to dawdle on anymore. We are going to go straight over to the review and we'll see what we think about it.
What better way to round out the holiday season than with 1080 snowboarding? And you know, it does a very good job portraying that holiday season within the graphics, Jerry and Hugh. You know, it's got a lot of very nice snow effects, a lot of nice ice, and very wintry feeling. It feels like December when you're playing the game, and it's certainly December.
In classic N64 blockiness.
That is very true. And they also do a very good job including, you know, different portions of the day. You got the day, you got night, and with that you've got the sun creating different effects on the background and on your track, and it's really nice. Nice touch there. The tracks are very varied, and they've got a lot of different background features. You know, they all have a very different feel. Some you'll start going downhill, you can go into some sort of cave, and you'll end up on the road off some sort of shortcut, and it's very nice. The snowboarders also have their own look. They're all very personalized, and that also creates a nice touch. You know, it doesn't feel rushed. It feels like they really did a nice job creating characters that you can pick, and they do different things very well. And with that, you know, they did a very good job making this game feel fast. It almost feels like a racer, you know. It's very smooth, but I do have a few issues. You know, the background detail is nice, but it lacks some. You know, the trees are horrible, which no game can get right ever on any console.
Not even Call of Duty.
No. You know, it's just, there's not as much there, like, if I were to compare this to Mario 64. It is very nice, and I give it a solid 7.5 trophies. Jerry, how's the sound?
First thing I want to point out with sound in this, first and foremost, is, in my opinion, this is strictly an arcade racer per se. Because of that, the sounds aren't as in-depth as some of the higher-end games, such as Ocarina of Time or Mario 64. The sound, in my opinion, it's very arcadey and generic, which isn't a bad thing because that's what this game is.
Exactly.
And it's not like this music was put to a game that was supposed to have an epic soundtrack. The menu sounds, I have to admit, are a little corny. It's got that early 90s hip-hop sound to it. Electronic rock is all I can say for the music in general for this game. There's always this constant helicopter following you. You can always hear that in the background, whirring about. And the snowboard sounds pretty good, though, going through the snow and, you know, hitting solid objects and stumps and everything. They did a good job differentiating the sounds. I do have to say, though, the announcer, he can get irritating at times, especially at the very beginning of each race. It sounds like the guy's going through puberty because he's like, ready?
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Drives you up the wall.
Yeah. Having said that, I'm going to give it a moderate score, 6.5 for sound. So, Hugh, how's the gameplay for 1080?
Now, it has 2 trick modes and 3 race modes, I think it is. And in each of these modes, you have to do one of 2 things. That is either reach the finish line, or there is also in trick mode, receive maximum points for trick combinations. Kind of like you'd find in a Tony Hawk or skate game. So, compare it to that. Now, you always either have AI-controlled snowboarders, or in the multiplayer mode, you can have your friends join in as well. And the display on the game is really well set out. You've got a nice clear map on the bottom right, well, on the right side. You've got the speed you're going at, the current time you're going at, and you may say, yeah, those are all necessary, and yeah, they are. But the damage as well, now that's not always in that many snowboarding games, and it's kind of a nice little feature. So for gameplay for 1080, it shows a lot of originality, a lot of great design, and I'm gonna go with an 8.5 for 1080 for gameplay. So let's see what my overall is. Let's recap all of these and we'll move on to the YouTube. So guys, graphics was a 7.5, sound was a 6.5, and my gameplay was an 8.5. But I know what you're saying, guys. You're saying, Hugh, what's the overall of the week? Well, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm going to tell you right now, I've thought like I always do every episode, and the overall for me this week, I think it's going to be a luscious 8. It kind of mixes them all together. The sound is reasonably good, the graphics were for the time pretty damn epic, and the gameplay is pretty awesome as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead straight to the YouTube video of the week, see what we've got, and see how you guys like it.
Alright, it's fine.
Are you sure?
It's fine. Whatever. Speaking of spreading Christmas cheer, Jerry, what is this week's YouTube video?
Well, Josh, going along with the Christmas theme, of course, video entitled Brother Unwraps Fake 360, uploaded by Praise of Trudgers. How do they come up with these names?
No.
Do they just like play Scrabble and see what
do
they
it
find on
once
the board?
and never log in again because they obviously cannot remember their names.
490,353 views as of my click today. Very popular video, and to be honest with you, Josh, I think it's a little heartbreaking.
I don't.
But I mean, it's still funny nonetheless. So, to everybody, have an awesome Christmas and
Very Merry Christmas.
let's check it out. There is nothing like opening up a console on Christmas
right.
Day. Oh,
You are damn
this
right.
kid is thrilled. He's getting
A shirt?
a shirt.
Jacket?
That's not an Xbox.
My whole thing is, you know, what were they trying to do with this?
It's not a really good prank. I mean, I would probably flip out. And,
You can't do that with a young kid, you know? You
No.
could do that to your brother. Or
yeah. Oh, look at the disappointment.
Man, I love the close-up. They wanted to torture him so much, they did a close-up of his face.
Oh yeah, and I'm
with
pretty
that
sure this
stupid
is
hair.
edited on a friggin' phone.
Yep. It looks like
What'd you
anyway.
think it was? Oh, only an Xbox.
Yeah,
you know,
geez.
that was the box.
What, you know, a green box with Xbox label on the outside. I'm not sure what I thought it was.
No. One thing
Look
I
at
want. What's up with his hair though? It looks
Look
like he
at
stuck
him.
his finger in an electrical socket.
He would have rather done that.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
pain.
the
I
devastation.
feel bad for this kid. I
the
really
devastation.
do. Oh,
Life's
Merry
only going to get
fucking
worse
Christmas.
for him too.
Oh yeah, I saw this YouTube video about a year ago now, and when I first saw it for the first time, there was this comment, and it said, you know, the kid's really upset when he doesn't cry, he just stares, you know, and yeah, I feel really sorry for him, and me and Josh both said about this to each other, and we said, you know, you kind of think that at the end of the video they're going to give the kid the present, but they don't. It just is like, oh look, he didn't get the thing, stop. So yeah, little sad note, but funny to laugh at the parents at least. We've got those stupid dumb parents. Anyway guys, oh my god. Okay guys, so that's it from this episode of the Fusion Media Hub. Our super awesome Christmas special is bye from me, Josh and Joe, and let's end this off with a nice little note. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a great one guys, and we'll see you next week.